Well, it's quite a windy day today in the town of Kutna Hora, which is 70 kilometres away from Prague. I had to get up early this morning, which wasn't easy, so I was out last night in a rock bar called Hell's Bells till about 2 o'clock this morning with some people from the hostel and some people who worked at the hostel. It's a cracking night, but it didn't make getting up this morning any easier. Anyway, why have I come 70 kilometres away from Prague to this tiny town called Kutna Hora? Well, if you've watched any of my vlogs, you will have realised that I do like a lovely old church, but I don't tend to go out of my way to see them. But there's a church here that's very unusual. So that's the main reason why I've come, and that's the first stop. It's about 10 minutes walk from here, and then the actual town of Kutna Hora is about another half an hour walk or so. So first stop is the Sedlec Ossuary. I do believe that this is what I've come to see. Can't buy tickets here. Got to go back the way I came to the information place and buy a ticket from there. The story sounds very similar to the ossuary in Brunel. The cemetery around the church was massively expanded due to the famine and plague epidemics, and in the 15th century all the graves were exhumed and the skeletal remains placed in an ossuary underneath the church. I'm not really sure where the entrance is. This? Weren't allowed to film, weren't allowed to take photos or anything. So yeah, you just have to take my word for it. It's definitely worth visiting. It's small. You can be in and out of there in like 5 minutes, and it costs 90 crown. It's about £3. But it's incredible inside. Like the whole ossuary is just decorated with bones and skulls. You've got a chandelier made out of skeletons. You've got all the decoration around the arches and everything is all human bones. And there's these big kind of pyramid shapes made up of bones. It's quite a place. It's a shame that they don't let you film. But well, them's the rules. So now I'm going to walk into the actual town of Kutna Hora, which is about a half an hour walk, so the train station's quite away from the town. No idea what to expect there. I imagine it's just a small town, but yeah, let's do that then. Well, I kind of ummed and ahed about whether to come off the main road and visit this Tesco and get myself a Coke Zero and maybe something to eat, so I'm starving. I decided to do so. Came across, I mean, it does look a bit like it's not ready yet. And I walked in and two people sort of like, not shouting at me, but like saying something to me, and I'm like, I'm English, I don't understand. Like, store closed. I'm like stood in the middle of a bloody Tesco, what's like full, got all the stuff in there. Store closed. Where's the bloody sign? I'm guessing that's what that is. 13th of the 9th. Yeah, that would make sense. So that basically means it opens in about, I don't even know what date it is now, it's 20 something. Oh well. So I've just come across these, which I'm guessing are little plaques and memorial to the people that used to live here. And it looks like they were all in 1942 deported to Terezin, the concentration camp. I think I'm just about coming into the centre now. I've just seen a sign that said Historic Centrum, so hopefully it'll start being a bit nicer, because it's been a bit grim so far. And that is a sign I wanted to see. Just tried to draw some money out of another bank and it was trying to charge me £5 English again. to draw out 15 quid. At KB don't charge, so I'm hoping there's going to be a machine in here. Doesn't look like there's a machine. Big old bank, but no machine. It's a bit nicer, I suppose. It's very quiet. I expected it to be a bit busier than this. Right, so I gave myself this place. This is a monument to the victims of the plague, and this is right in the centre. So I just like kind of directed myself here, and there's not a lot going on. So I was expecting a bit more from old Kutna Hora, to be honest. Still can't find a bloody bank. Right, success on the money front. I managed to find a KB machine. So I've just drawn 600 crowns, about £20, and it didn't cost me a penny to draw it out. So again, well done KB. Well, this looks a bit more like it. I think what I need to do now is find a bloody coffee. Well, it seems nice enough, Kutna Hora, but I just can't find its heart. It doesn't appear to be like a main square or anything. I found this thing, the Gallery of Modern and Contemporary Art. It says it's open. It doesn't look very open though. Not sure about Kutna Hora. Well, I was just about to sit down to have a look, do a bit of research on things to do in Kutna Hora, and as I was just about to sit down I looked up and saw this bloody thing. This looks pretty impressive. Nice views as well. I think it's a vineyard down here as well. Maybe I was being a bit harsh on Kutna Hora. I just stopped for an absolutely wonderful coffee and kind of caramel cream bun thing, which was really nice. And that was breakfast, and that was 5 minutes ago, and now I'm moving on to lunch. Well, that's it for old Kutna Hora then. Nice place, not the most exciting of days, to be honest. I don't know whether that's to do with me feeling a bit worse for wear after last night's shenanigans. Once I got a coffee and a bun inside me, I felt better, and yeah, the place started looking a lot nicer. So yeah, it's a day trip from Prague. You can get a train which takes just under an hour. Quite expensive though. When I was booking my ticket, it was like 117 crown, and then when I was booking it, it suddenly went up to 218, which is a bit cheeky. So it's ended up costing about £15 English pounds round trip. But you have to pay if you want to go and do these things. So yeah, back to Prague now, where a night of chilling is definitely on the cards.